Gustave Courbet was born in 1819 in a little rural town called Ornans, France. He was born into a wealthy family as his dad was a wealthy farmer. During his early childhood, Courbet grew up around many artists and was often found hanging out in their workshops. In these workshops, Courbet learned how to draw human anatomy such as eyes, ears, and legs. This is where his passion for art began. At the age of 22, he left to go study law in Paris, but quickly left that path to pursue his one true love, art. His dad was supportive of him and freed Courbet from all financial worry. This allowed Courbet to enter the studio of Charles Steuben. However, this apprenticeship didn't last very long, as Courbet sought out to be his own teacher. Later, Courbet claimed that Charles Steuben taught him absolutely nothing. Courbet was determined in his learning, and would frequently visit the Louvre and copy the Spanish, Venetian, and Dutch masters. Rembrandt and Diego Velázquez were his favorites. As he mastered his techniques, he started submitting pieces to the Paris Salon. During the early 1840s, the jury seemed dismissive of Courbet's artwork. They did not like that he was using images of the nude outside of classical paintings, as most of his paintings were mundane, everyday depictions of life. Courbet was battling against the rules set by the Salon. Finally, his first painting that got accepted was Self-Portrait with Black Dog. Courbet officially became a real artist in the eyes of the jury. They seemed to only accept his self-portraits or landscapes, as his nudes or genre paintings never were accepted into the Salon. As Courbet started making more and more genre paintings, he got rejected from the Salon again and again. After many years of rejection from the Salon, Courbet learned to cheerfully deny the establishment. He was certain that he could win the people over by his narrative genius. He started creating massive paintings of common people doing everyday things. French academics regarded these works as too mundane for their size and believed the people to be unworthy of the paintings. This caused Courbet to be rejected from the Salon in 1855. This only fueled Courbet, and he went on his villain arc against the French academics. He created the Pavilion of Realism just down the street from the Salon. Here, Courbet would display 41 paintings and 4 drawings of all of his works. This one-man show of Courbet's works would push his work into the limelight. Paintings such as The Painter's Studio and A Burial at Ornans included these realist works that depicted people and situations that arise in everyday life. As a realist, he was obsessed with painting what the eye could see, not idealistic interpretations of it. In 1971, he joined the Paris Commune, which seized control of the French government. After its eventual failure only 1 year later, Courbet was jailed and sentenced with treason. After 6 months, he was exiled from France and fled to Switzerland, where he lived out his remaining years. Courbet was a French realist painter and was known for his unideal depictions of everyday life. Courbet led the realist movement and is regarded as the greatest realist painter. Courbet was known for his hyperrealistic detailed works. For example, Stonebreakers, one of his most famous works, is a massive 5 by 8 foot painting that depicts 2 men breaking stones on a road. His rough but detailed brushwork depicts very hard labor that is usually reserved as punishment for the lowest class of the social scale. The men's clothes are tattered and their pants have been patched, which is a sign of constant use and repair. What makes Courbet different from everyone else is that he puts just as much detail into the rocks and land as he did the people. Courbet was known for this, as many other painters would disregard these small details and give objects less attention than people. Courbet was different. This was Courbet's innovation. He created a new form of art that depicted real, not ideal life. Courbet stated that depicting art from the past was useless, as only people from their own time periods were able to truly represent the time that they lived in. Courbet created art from the people and things around him. Instead of depicting ancient Greek and biblical stories, he painted what was around him and the history that he was currently living in. The Desperate Man is a self-portrait of Courbet and depicts him with a tormented expression with intense emotion. The light falling directly onto his face highlights the contour of his features, bringing out the emotions in his face. There doesn't seem to be an underlying message of this painting. It's just a person that's going through an intense emotion. Another work that could go in Courbet's realist manifesto is Young Ladies on the Banks of Seine. This painting depicts two young women relaxing on the bank of a river. The scene is serene as the nature around the women have this peaceful ambience to it. The river is flowing gently. A soft light bathes the women, suggesting a gentle, sunny day. The use of this light and the shade from the tree creates a sense of depth for the viewer. Woman with Parrot depicts a nude woman holding a parrot on her finger. Her nude pose and expression suggest a sense of intimacy on the parrot and the viewer. The light is coming from the left side of the painting and is casting gentle shadows onto the woman's body. This enhances the woman's form and draws the viewer's attention towards her. And lastly, I have the Young Ladies of the Village. This work depicts three young women standing together on a rural landscape. It is thought that his sisters are these women. The women seem to be engaged in simple conversation. The painting captures a sense of everyday life in the countryside. There's no hidden allegorical meaning. There's no hidden biblical reference. It's just four women having a conversation on a mountain. Courbet captures themes of everyday life in his paintings. He portrays people that are usually unworthy of these artworks, according to the Salon, and he gives them great detail. Manet's Olympia is similar in style to Stonebreaker's. Both works include everyday people represented in painting, which was not the norm. In Stonebreaker's, the painting is a giant 5 feet by 8 feet. According to the Salon, paintings of this size are reserved for important historical figures or gods, such as the birth of Venus. This artwork is a huge 6 by 9 feet and represents a goddess. This representation is also seen in Olympia. Manet has painted a prostitute in a pose that is usually reserved for goddesses. These artworks compare because they both represent people that academically do not deserve to be painted. Okay, I'm really tired now. Bye-bye.